Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a deep dive into my bucket trash and are going to talk about all the items that I am either getting rid of or have used up. I would like to tell you that there will be timestamps down below, but no, I don't feel like organizing this today, so we're just gonna go ahead and pull stuff out. So first up, I have two body care items that I am decluttering. I rarely, if ever, have decluttered items from the hoarding closet. The reality is, most of the time with stuff that I end up really not liking, I just pass on to Ben. But with these two products in particular, you guys heard me talk about it in my hoarding closet update. I just don't think I should use them or pass them on to Ben. So the first is from Body Blends. It's the Sugar Daddy Heal Look After You Authentic Australian Coffee Scrub. And then I have the Fortune Cookie Soap's God of Thunder Coffee Body Polish. I really don't like coffee ground body scrubs. There's a number of reasons for that. The first, I feel like I am using old coffee, which I don't think is true, but I just don't like the feeling of it. I also find that my hands almost start to go numb as I'm trying to exfoliate my body because the abrasive nature of the scrub is so much that it literally digs into your hands. It doesn't hurt. I just really feel like I'm mostly exfoliating my hands and not my body. But the most important thing is this stuff just sits in the bottom of my shower. I feel like it builds up in my drain. I've used I think one or two of these completely because I had forced myself to use them, but this has literally sat in my shower for almost an entire year, and I've told myself every other body scrub I should use it, and I just frankly don't want to. So I am getting rid of both of these. It's not a huge amount of product that I'm decluttering out of the closet, but I will no longer have these. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them. I've also got these Beauty 360 Ultra Premium Cotton Squares. These are exactly like the Shiseido cotton squares that they sell for so much more money. I use these for applying the toner or any kind of serum that I shouldn't put directly on my hands. These are awesome. Again, please note CVS has a ton of cotton pads, but these are the most superior ones. So you want the ultra premium cotton squares. They are hard to find. It took me a while to find these one time. So keep your eye out kind of every time you go to CVS, and eventually you will find them, and they are amazing. I have a DW candle. It's the ice cream sandwich single wick. This burned terribly. I had a lot of soot. You can see that there's quite a bit of wax in the bottom. It tunneled. It gives me hot cocoa and cream vibes on cold, but it just didn't really give me much scent throw, so I wouldn't recommend really any of their single wicks because they don't just have a good enough performance and don't really have much scent throw. I have a bunch of nail products. I've really been zeroed back in on trying to use up as many of my single-use nail sets that I have left. As a reminder, because of the shapes of my nails, I am able to take the 30 nails that come in the kits and I can use 20 of them, so I end up getting 2 uses. So the first ones that I have are the ones that are currently on my nails. I competed in a dance competition for a fundraiser at my school called Dancing with the Staff, and we did a Britney Spears mashup, so I thought it would be fitting that I put baby pink nails on. However, I will say these they don't really hold up very well. They are basically a soft kind of plastic, and when they are soft like that, they're more prone to giving in ways that they shouldn't, and they tend to get misshapen, or they tend to sort of wear away really quickly, which I don't love. But these are the ones from Nail Bliss Magic Press. They are the color Hot Stuff. I had found these at Sally Hansen a long time ago. The best fake nail that I have tried is from Dashing Diva. I just think that the sleekness and the sturdiness of their nails are the best, but I have a really hard time finding them. I feel like a lot of times their collections aren't tailored to short nails, and I feel like I don't want to ever buy from their website because I don't get a good read of what the nails look like, so I don't ever buy them, but I think that they're the best ones. So I would not buy these again. I think I have 1 or 2 other Nail Bliss press-on nails, so they'll probably pop up at some point. We move on to the impressed nails I've used up. I have the So Unexpected. I did buy another one of these already. I think this beautiful coloring. I think these are a good sturdy plastic. Like, I think Impress is good, but they can be really hit or miss with the durability of the plastic that they use on certain nails. I don't know why that is, because even like this coloring or this style of nails, different shades can be more or less durable. So it's not as consistent as Dashing Diva. I also have these ones called Catch My Vibe. I bought a ton of Christmas nails last year because I loved all of the patterns. And so going into this year, I was like, I really want to try to use those up and maximize the fact that I only really want to wear Christmas nails prior to Christmas. I don't remember what the design of these was because I literally have 2 other Christmas nails. I've worn a lot of Christmas nails. I don't have any in here to show you, obviously, but basically these were like a soft pinky color, and then they had accent nails that had a overspray of a little like triangle basically that was in the shape of a Christmas tree that they put jewels over. I thought those were such awesome Christmas nails because the other ones I'm going to show you are very in your face and they're very sort of all over the place. These were really nice, cohesive, like very simple but also classy way to show Christmas. I'm really upset that I didn't get a second box of these because out of all the Christmas nails, I feel like I definitely would be more prone to wear these throughout sort of the winter season. They were just really, really pretty. I don't remember seeing them this year, and I don't also remember liking really many of the Christmas nails they came out with this year compared to last year. Okay, now to the more like in your face Christmas nails. I have these French manicure like red, green, white, and then gold, and they also had reindeer as a nail choice too. These ones were called Symphony. I don't know how that name corresponds, but these were very soft. So the shape of the nail did not hold up very well, and when they're really soft like that, they also tend to pop off a lot quicker. So I only wore these for like 4 days. Normally I wear them to 7 to 10 days. So didn't really last that well. Wouldn't buy these again. And then these are the most like intense ones that I had. These were red and green nails, and then they also had some gingerbread nails with them. These were called Parka, and they looked like this. But that was a huge like dent in my nail game, which was really happy to see. And again, I'm probably going to try to keep working through a lot of my like one set ones that I have left just to sort of wipe out as many that I can before the year is over. I also have some lip products that are just a no-go for me. When Black Friday, Thanksgiving came around for CVS, they were doing a bunch of like just get this item for free kind of thing. So I went in and maximized that and got a bunch of different things, and there were a couple of lip products I ended up getting. The first was from NYX. It's called the Candy Slick Glowy Lip Color. This is in the shade Sugar Coated Kiss. This is a really pretty color. I think it's definitely right up my, alley. I've really been getting more into like a nudie pink lip, but this stuff is super weird. So I put it on and it's very thin, so you don't feel like you're getting a really opaque color. So then you put another layer on and I get like the nice color that I'm looking for, and then it like semi dries down, doesn't fully dry down, but it dried the bejesus out of my lips, and I just don't feel like it's a great quality product. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and pitch it because it's just not good. And I had gotten another one because it was get 2 for $11.88 and then get a $10 back coupon. So I spent basically $1 on each of these, and I had gotten a red one for my mom, but I'm not gonna give it to her because I don't feel like it's a good thing I want to pass on to somebody. I also, with my couponing, got a little Physicians Formula like lip butter kit. They had their Murumu butter. They had 3 of these colors. This one is in acai berry, and these, holy smokes, these are super pigmented. Not at all what I thought they were going to be. The other 2 colors I really like, but this one is just way too like berry red. I don't really love a lot of berry reds. I don't think it works well with my complexion and my hair color. And when I put this on, I initially thought like, oh, it's not for me, maybe I can give it to my mom. But I don't feel like a color this dark is great in this kind of format because it kind of slips around and it could get all over your face. It's not super precise for how dark the color is. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and pitch it. Other two colors I love. Texture of this I love. It basically feels like a lip balm, but it packs a real color punch. Last lip product I'm getting rid of, again, recent addition to my life. It's from Ulta Beauty. It is their, I think it's just their regular lipsticks, and this is in the shade Mischievous, which again, I thought it was a nice, pretty color. This came in like my free kit, but let me tell you, it is arguably the driest lipstick I have ever put on my face. It just felt awful. Like, it just felt like it was sucking the life out of my lips, and I couldn't. I was like, this has got to go. I cannot keep it. So really terrible. It's not that surprising to me. I feel like 75% of the Ulta Beauty products are just not for me and not worth the price of them. So I'm not super surprised that this was no good for me. In that same vein with Ulta Beauty, I also got in the free kit this eyeshadow, blush and highlighter little palette. These colors look like they're a lot of fun, and this is like a nice little palette, but there is absolutely no payoff for color with any of these products. Like, I would dig in, like, watch me dig in here, and like barely, you're barely getting any color on your finger. It's just bad. It's just, they're dry. They're so dry, and makeup has come such a long way that this is sad. This needs to go. I've got a few wax melts that I used up. The first is Jack Skellington. It is vanilla, buttermint, sugar cookies, toasted mallow, and maple syrup from She Loves Cake. No longer a company that is in business, but this is nice. It's just like a classic, like, sweet, gooey marshmallow scent. It didn't have the longest scent performance, but I just got to get going on some of my wax melts because I've had them for a while. I also have this Waxmosphere 2 Turtle Doves, which was toasted graham crackers, vanilla frosting, creamy caramel, and juicy raisins. This smelled awesome on cold, but it didn't really have much of a scent throw, which was disappointing to me. I don't have a lot of experience with Waxmosphere wax. It was kind of like in the height in like end of 2017, mid 2018, I accumulated a ton of wax, and I have since really not purchased many wax melts at all. I've been trying to, like, very slowly alongside candles melt a lot of my wax. And so this is one of the first ones that I pulled from like a set that I bought, and I'm hoping the other ones have better scent throw because right now it's just not doing it for me. Then there is Dessa's Homespun Scents Campfire Marshmallow. This scent was fine. I was hoping it would be a lot like Marshmallow Fireside for Bath & Body Works, but it really just wasn't, and it didn't have like the greatest scent throw. But this is nearly, I think, 2.5, if not almost 3 years old at this point, so it may be because the wax is just a little bit older than it should be. Lastly, happy to report, Fortune Cookie has been trying out doing like actual wax tarts versus clamshells, and we got this heart-shaped one that I broke into, you know, 2 halves, and it was awesome. I have found that their clamshells, they're very difficult to get the wax out of. They just sort of like crumble and don't pop out. So I feel like wax tarts are more the way for them to go, or scoopable wax. I just don't love to scoop wax out. It's not my like preferred method. So that format was a lot better. And then the scent throw just went and went and went. It was a very delicious sort of like gummy bear type scent, and I was a big fan of it. I have a hand mask. This is the Sephora Avocado hand mask. These are really nice. I really like them. I have had crazy dry hands and feet, and we're not even really into the thick of winter, so I really need to try to find a solid hand and foot cream because I feel like otherwise I'm going to go broke trying to constantly use these. I've got 2 more lip products that I'm decluttering. They are both lip balms. I pulled out my chapstick Aloha Coconut. I don't know how old this is. I didn't think this was that old, but it was open in my drawer, and I just can't tell if it's gone off or if I just don't love the synthetic fake coconut like flavor / scent, but this is just not good. I used it for like 4 days and I was like, no, this is miserable. I don't want to use this. I'm gonna go ahead and pitch it. After that, I pulled out the Fortune Cookie Soap Source of All Hearts lip mask, and I really thought this was gonna be a Laneige lip mask like dupe, but for the love of God, I cannot like get balm onto my finger in a sufficient way. Like, I'm pressing and pressing and pressing, and I have the thinnest layer of product, and I don't want to have to like constantly like go in and apply, go in and apply. So I'm just going to go ahead and pitch this. I have plenty of other lip balms in my collection to use, so I don't really want to waste time with taste or application methods that are just more work than they're worth. I also have 3 of these Bite Beauty samples. As I was getting closer to the end of the year and I've been sort of looking at some of my makeup categories, I was like, why didn't these get used up? Like, these are just now sitting here unnecessarily in my collection. So I have 2 of the lip scrubs, which I don't like. I'm not a lip scrub person in general, so take this with a grain of salt, but I just don't love the application of this. I don't love the experience of it. It's not for me. And then I also use the Agave lip balm. I did use like a mini version of this, I think earlier this year, and it's just not emollient enough. So like I was literally like digging my finger into this and having to like pull it across my lips because it just doesn't ever emulsify and like spread itself. Once it was on my lips, it felt really nice and I could definitely feel like it was super long lasting, but they got to figure out a better way for it to spread because it does not spread very well. And I felt the same way about the little lip stick that I had in this exact same formula. All right, let's talk mascaras. I've got 3. First is my Maybelline Total Temptation. This has been a repurchase for me. I very much enjoy this mascara. I feel like this mascara lasts forever. I had a new one and I pulled it out and I've just been working it and working it and working it. For me, I basically get to a point with mascara where it starts to flake on me, and that's when I know that it is either past its expiration or it is just basically gone and I'm dealing with like the drudges of what's inside the tube. But this is what the wand looks like. I really like that with the stopper and the brush, it gets a lot of product on here, but it's not gloopy. And so I really can pack a lot of mascara onto my lashes and it makes them look both full and long, which is a look that I'm really into. So I would definitely recommend this. However, my heart has surprisingly been stolen by the Revlon So Fierce. This thing, I don't think I've ever like heard anyone talk about it, and I had like the perfect amount of coupons that this was basically like, I don't know, $2 when I got it at CVS. It has this like plastic spiky wand, which I'm not always super into, but this formula, it was literally at the perfect level of dryness when I first pulled it out of its packaging. And the level of dryness that it has is it literally allows your lashes to become so long and also so full, but not as thick looking as Total Temptation. Like sometimes I can get what we call like spidery lashes, not with this. This is just so delightful. I cannot wait to finish up the other open mascaras that I have so I can repurchase this because this thing was bomb. And then lastly, I did not realize this. I was at my local Walmart and I was looking for a L'Oreal Lash Paradise Lash Primer, and I discovered that they have the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer and it's a couple of bucks cheaper. So I was like, oh, let me see. I wonder if like that's as good or even better than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise one. It's not. This is just really like a basic wand. I don't really feel like it does a whole lot to zhuzh up my lashes. So this one I don't recommend. I think you should just spend the extra couple of bucks to get the L'Oreal Lash Paradise one that they do over this one. I have this little bag. I have continued to use up another body soap. It was shaped like a lemon. We got it when we were in Sorrento. I was really hoping that it would have a lemon scent, but it didn't, which is disappointing. But again, I was able to use another soap. I have like 5 more that need using. Speaking of soap, I also used up the Beauty Blender sample. These I think are awesome samples to get as freebies from Sephora orders. I feel like they last a number of brush washings. The one thing that I'll say though, ironically, is I don't feel like it cleans my Beauty Blender sponge very well. To be honest, I don't think any makeup exclusive type of soap cleans a Beauty Blender as well as just regular dish soap does. But some people swear by this for that. Would I buy this? No, I think there are other cheaper alternatives, but it's a really great sample value. I'm happy that I had another one to use. I have this hair product. It's the Cool Way Smoothing Lotion. I, back in the day, got suckered into Cool Way had like a 3-second moment on YouTube where they had a like hair straightener kit with a bunch of these like products. This was supposed to be a smooth, manageable hair with no frizz type product. No. The straightener was garbage. This product was garbage. I think I have like another product from them that I have to try or have to use up. This just like, I really do have a frizz problem. I've noticed this winter especially, my hair has been very dry and it's also very dry in the air. So I've had a lot of hair static. I'm trying a hair serum now in place of using a product like this to see if it will help. And I've also been trying more moisturizing shampoos, but nothing seems to combat what's going on, and this was definitely not great. I also have the Bad Anon Hydrate Me Fortune Cookie Soap. Hydrate Me's are an interesting product. I don't think they're as foolproof as the in-shower lotion from Nivea, but they do the job. I have them. I may as well get use out of them. This one, I actually like the scent of. I have no idea what the notes are, but if you're somebody who doesn't like to put lotion on and you want to support more of an indie brand, I definitely would recommend these. They have these in all sorts of sizes and scents, and really there's a lot of product right now on their website, so feel free to go there. I also have from the Tim Burton box that I ordered from She Loves Cake. This is the Queen of Hearts with aquamarine crystals. I don't love the texture of perfume oil, so I mix these with regular lotions. That's how I use this one up. It's fine. The scent is fine. I'm just not a fan of this style of product. Lastly, I have 4 little tubes or tubs of skincare products that I have used up. The first is the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. I've heard about this for what feels like ever on YouTube. I don't think this was amazing, life-changing for my skin. I was happy to try it, happy to get it out of my system, but I didn't feel compelled to want to buy this. Again, I really enjoy the No. 7 skincare line that I use, and I think it's a very fair price point. So I really compare everything to this, and I didn't think that this was so much more superior that I should spend twice the amount of money on my face moisturizer. Then I have the H2O Plus Beauty Oasis Hydrating Primer Water Gel Moisturizer. I know that gel moisturizers are meant to be much more hydrating, so I was a little leery of pulling this out and using this, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this was drying. I did not feel this was very moisturizing. It like left a weird feeling on my skin where I could feel it sink in, and then I immediately felt like my skin felt dried out after sucking up the product. Very bizarre. Do not recommend this. I think this was a weird, not good product. Then I have the Glam Glow Good in Bed Passion Fruit Softening Night Cream. This stuff is thick. I had to actually really rub it into my face for it to become emollient enough to be spread around and to then sink in. I do think that if you're somebody who has really dry skin or you have rough skin on your face, like a rough skin texture, I think this could make a difference. I don't struggle with either one of those things, so I don't necessarily think that I need this type of product. And then lastly, I had cashed in a 100-point perk to try this. Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do It Right Eye Gel. So I was like, oh, a gel. I wonder how moisturizing it is. Let's see, let's give it a whirl. I have to say, first off, this packaging is dynamite. I would love if the Belief eye cream that I use could come in a package like this. Essentially, it had a pump and the product would move up like so. I feel like this is the most satisfying type of packaging across the board because you really feel like you are getting every drop. I will say this is moisturizing. But because it's gel, it's a little bit thinner, so I don't think it's as moisturizing as the Belief True Eye Balm is. And for me, who has Sahara dry desert eyes, I need that extra something something. But I feel like if you're maybe a step below me where you need some hydration, but you're not like the life is sucked out of your eyes type of hydration needs, this could be really awesome. And again, the packaging is dynamite. All right, guys, that is it for me and this trash talk. A lot of products that I have gotten rid of and also used up. I don't know how many more of these we're gonna have before the year is over, but just know that I do have a lot of year-end content coming as well. Hope you enjoyed sitting down and talking with me for a little bit, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.